Yeah, I mean, obviously he's the head of the snake for them, so we expect him to be super aggressive. I mean, we don't know how early on, but we expect him to be aggressive throughout the game. So, I mean, yeah, he's definitely a focal point of ours.
Will it be fun to make your playoff debut with a former UConn Husky on the other side?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough seeing. I mean, playing against him for those couple games, but I mean, that's just a part of it. I mean, part of the process. Obviously we want to see each other succeed, but I mean, not under these kind of circumstances.
Do you talk to each other much, but since you've been pro, and do you talk to each other this week at all?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we talk to each other all the time. I mean, since the matchup between us and them been finalized, we haven't spoke. But yeah, I mean,
After the series, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
How, in good fun, how badly do you want to dunk on him?
I don't know. It just depends. I mean, if he's there, I'll go for it. But I don't know if it's something that's like on top of my list.
I haven't had the chance to ask you about joining the Slam Club with Victor. What was that experience for you getting to be on the cover of a magazine?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I mean, definitely super grateful for it, especially to be on the cover by myself because I was on the cover before with Donovan. So, but I mean, yeah, to be on there by myself is is obviously a big deal. So, super grateful for it.
Think you want it to Vic on his?
I don't know. That's for other people to say.
Did you get him his T-shirt yet? He was complaining he hasn't gotten his shirt yet.
He hasn't gotten his shirt yet. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't the one handing out shirts, so I don't know.
A few of the guys have talked about how Papa spoke to you guys a few days ago. What was the message you took away from what he said, and how has he been helpful for you throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, just to be us. I mean, not to really do anything different from what we've been doing all season. I think he kind of just gave us another perspective on how well we've been playing and the position that we've put ourselves in. So, I mean, just keep doing what we've been doing to get in those spots. And I feel like he's helped me and then a lot of the other guys on this team with. I mean, just having somebody to talk to. I mean, whether games are going good, games are going bad. Just knowing Pop, he'll always tell you the real. So.
I mean, you've gotten more consistent as the season has gone on. Like, how has he helped you figure out how to be steady through ups and downs?
I mean, just keeping my head. Not really going off. Not really going off of results. Based things. Really, just trying to use the process and understanding what got us in those positions, and whether we have a good game or a bad game. Just trying to do everything the same way and the right way.
We were just talking to Fox, and he was saying one of the biggest differences between playoff basketball and a regular season is a more intense scout. So where have you kind of seen that on the mental side of things now that the playoffs have started?
Probably just with a lot more film, a lot more detailed and technique and tendencies, on the defensive end. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's a lot more detailed than the regular season for sure.
Do you enjoy that, like the mind games and the adjustments throughout the series and stuff like that? Are you looking forward to that kind of stuff?
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, obviously it'd be my first one, so I don't know, I don't know too much what it'll be like, game to game, but. I mean, yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, these practices have been, super fun, super intense, everybody locked in. And, it feels good to, be playing games that matter. So.
De'Aaron talked about, he's accomplished so much in his career, but the deep playoff run still awaits for him. Mm-hmm. How locked in is he, do you think, at this point?
Super. I mean, obviously, he's one of our leaders. One of the reasons why, we're in the position that we're in now. So, I mean, this is obviously a big point in his career. Just like ours, but especially for him, being on a team like this that has a chance to make a run. I mean, from what I've seen, this week and leading up to it, he's been seeming pretty locked in.
Yeah, nah, it's been great. We've got a lot of good work in, a lot of great practice, reps, watching film. Feel a little antsy, like I'm ready to play. I haven't not played for a week. It feels really weird, but it's a good time off. Everybody's healthy, feeling good, so ready to get this thing going.
What are the emotions like for the guys that have been here the longest and have waited on game one of a playoff series for 6-7 years.
Yeah, me and KJ are super excited. I mean, we've been talking about it over and over. Even we were talking about it this morning. But it's just good to be in this position, not only just for us, but for the community and for the fans that's been here and kind of been waiting. It's been a long time overdue, but we're here and we're ready to go.
What do you expect the biggest difference to be between the regular season and the playoffs? Or what have you been kind of told by others who've been in the playoffs to expect to be different?
I mean, I think physicality is one, and obviously just a lot of the media, a lot of the outside noise. It's just going to be everything is heightened. But our plan is just to be the same. You know, focus on us and do the same stuff that we've been doing this past 82, 83 games that we played. Nothing really changes for us, though.
Speaking of staying the same, has Victor been about the same this week? Like he's still kind of that. He's not overhyped or anything like that.
Nah, I mean, he seems ready to go. You know, going out there, and I'm excited to see how he handles everything and how we handle everything. But he's our leader, and everything has just been great, honestly. Like I said, there's a lot of anticipation, I think, throughout the team, throughout the organization, of just sitting here waiting days and days. But, you know, it's only 2 more days, and I'm excited. We're all excited.
How are y'all taking care of your bodies? Not only yourself, but your teammates?
I mean, we've been having pretty good practices, you know, good film sessions and stuff, but afterwards, just doing the same stuff. If you need something, getting your work in. I mean, like I said, we're not really trying to change anything. A week off is already great without playing games, so just this time off has been good for all of us.
In that week off, did you unplug from basketball at all just to really hone in on the season?
Nah, not even. We were locked in with the playing games, locked in to see who we were going to play, and then just staying around basketball. If it's just watching games or watching film of Portland before, this is the time of year where I feel like you need to be the most locked in. So I'm not trying to zone out anything. I'd rather be more locked in with basketball.
Was it kind of cool just seeing the intensity with these playing games? You can just tell the difference now.
Yeah, I mean, my first 2 years we had playing games, so I guess I could say I'm familiar with the playing games. I'm not going to say the playoffs, but our first 2 years were like that, and it's just good to see the competitiveness, the atmosphere, the energy in the arenas, the runs, the change of pace. It's been really good to see. Like I said, you know, with playoff games, everything is way more heightened, and you know, you go on an 8-0 run, the arena might be a lot louder than what you used to.
What do you remember about the intensity of a playing game? Because honestly, you could argue that's even more intense than playoff games. It's to win or go home.
I know my first playing game, I didn't play that much. But second year, when we were in New Orleans, it was just a hostile environment, honestly. You know, every shot that they made, the crowd was going crazy. We make a turnover, the crowd was going crazy. So it's just being able to withstand the runs throughout the game and different coaching schemes and everything. But we have a couple of guys who's won before and who's been in these type of situations, and they know what it's like. So I don't think anybody's nervous or worried about any of that, honestly, at all.
How do you like hostile environment? What does that do for your game?
I love it, honestly. I feel like whenever we play on the road and we play with somebody who's shouting and everything, it keeps me going, honestly. Especially if fans are talking courtside, that really gets me going, truthfully.
Do you do the thing where like there's one fan that's been jawing at you and you point at them and you hit a shot?
I try not to for like the first couple of minutes, but if they just keep going, yeah, it's time to start talking for sure.
What do you expect from the matchup with Portland specifically? Can you exploit? What makes them tough?
I mean, I don't want to say too much, but I know just watching them this year and even that playing game, defensively they want to be very, very physical. You know, they have a lot of guards that get into you, like to pressure the ball, like to create a lot of turnovers. I think they create the most turnovers in the league. So they like to get it up under you, and that's one thing that we just got to handle their pressure, be able to get to the rim. I don't want to say too much else, but that's it.
What's the collective effort defensively to stop it?
I mean, we know that he loves getting to his right hand. So if we can take away him getting to the right hand and getting to the free throw line as much as he does, I think we'll be in good shape.
Along those lines, dealing with a guy like Deni, guys like Steph or Carter up front are going to be big in stopping him, throwing down. What have you seen from Steph and the way he's handled obviously his first playoffs as well? How big is he going to be?
I think everybody's just been super locked in. I know Steph is ready to take that challenge. That's what he's been talking about the past couple of days. You know, he takes pride in guarding the ball, and I think all of us do. So to have that type of matchup, it's going to be very interesting to see how it is these first couple of games, especially with them coming here. But with Sweeney and everybody, all the coaches that we have here, we have a great game plan. I think we're ready to execute it.
Devin, have you ever noticed those in-game hype faces that AJ makes after a huge basket, and especially when the opponent calls
Yeah, of course, of course.
Do you think that's second nature to him, or is that his thing?
No. That's KJ through and through for sure. Half the time I'm waiting for him to get the fishing rod, and that's my favorite one, honestly. But that's KJ through and through. He could be in here right now, and he's energetic and he's ready to go. That's the type of energy that we're gonna need, and it's gonna be contagious during the playoffs.
Is he
Our
the
last one,
Spurs
guys.
hype guy?
100,000%. Thank you guys.